Hello everyone, Ace here, and today we are back with my Let's Play of the GDI campaign for Command Conquer Remastered. So, today we'll be actually going through the final mission in the game, or more specifically version A of the final mission in the game. There are 3 different versions. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right in with this, shall we?
We found him, Commander. Kane's temple and base of operations. This field operative's covert transmission came to us live just 5 minutes ago, so there's no doubt that Kane's inside. He surrounded himself with his own crack militia. Getting to him won't be easy. Ironic, isn't it? Kane's planted his temple just outside of Sarajevo. If that sounds familiar, it's because that's where another madman started World War I. Here we are, trying to stop this madman from doing it again. Commander, there is to be no quarter given. No leniency in dealing with Kane and his zealots. Wipe his temple off the face of the earth. Destroy the bastard. Or prepare to die trying.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Alrighty.
Reinforcements have arrived.
So first of all, what we want to do is go ahead and get this tank here into position so he can fight off the flame tank that's over here. Good news is we can actually, once that's done, get into position. Actually, that's pretty bad.
New construction options.
Alright, so what we want to do is actually get ourselves some power plants.
Construction complete.
Also, while we're at it, we'll build a refinery.
Base is under attack. New construction.
We're actually going to be building a total of 3 refineries, believe it or not.
Construction complete.
No, don't shoot him because he's going to shoot you back and win.
Construction options. Our base is under attack. Unit lost. Building.
There we go. Can at least win that.
Construction complete. Building.
You go and deal with that dude.
Funds. Our base is under attack.
This might take a little while, especially if he doesn't. There we go.
Repairing.
So we are going to need another power plant set up, or this thing repaired. I think I'll go with an advanced power plant. But now that we've gotten that set up, we should be in a good
Construction complete.
situation.
Building. Repairing. Repairing.
Alrighty, so now here's my little plan. We're going, now that we've gotten 3 refineries up, we do have the resources necessary to actually get our the rest of our base going. So what I'm going to do is get a barracks, get a war factory from there,
New construction options.
and that will give us access to the, of course, repair. Oh, we already have the repair facility for some reason. That's good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get some engineers and some mammoth tanks going, and the objective is going to be to try to get to an enemy set of silos on the eastern side of the map. And hopefully, that'll give us tons of resources, so we should be good on that front. Problem is, we are going to have to deal with quite a few enemies to get to there.
New construction options.
Now that we've gotten that settled, we're going to need some guard towers. At least 2 on each area of the map here.
Building. Our base is under attack.
Called it.
Construction complete. Building. Repairing.
There's some flamethrower dudes coming up over this way.
Building.
We'll get that dealt with, and then once that's settled, we'll just
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Silos needed.
We do need some silos, so I'll go ahead and build that real quick.
Construction complete. Building. On hold. Cancelled. Construction
3 silos ought to
complete.
be enough.
Building.
Now we'll go ahead and get that repair facility up and running.
Repairing. Building. Building.
And while we're at it, we'll get the APC going as well, and I do want to get my mammoth tanks in
Unit
operation
ready.
as quickly as possible.
Building.
So I don't know why the AI bugged out there, but it did, so that's working to my
Unit
favor now.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
We'll want at least 3 mammoth tanks, I think, maybe more.
Building.
Actually, we'll probably want closer to 5 or something.
Yes, sir.
Problem is, the enemy is going to be spamming us with units, so we do want to actually get our mammoth tanks in position sooner rather than later, but at the same time, it's going to get ugly really quickly. But I do have a use for these things right off the bat. We can go over here, destroy a tower that's going to be a problem.
Sir. Waiting orders. Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
No, don't go after my APC.
Our base is under attack. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The good news about the mammoth tanks is that these things
Building.
heal themselves to halfway at least, so the fact that we've got it alive is all that's really necessary.
Yes, sir.
Our base is under attack. Repairing. Construction complete.
Moving out.
Building.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need more mammoth tanks, if only to
Vehicle report moving out.
finish off this, or if only to defend ourselves.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Vehicle moving out.
There we
Repairing.
go.
Unit
Construction complete.
moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Building.
Moving out. Unit moving out. Unit reporting. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Moving out. Yes, sir.
We'll use our mammoth tanks to hopefully destroy the enemy
Moving out. Yes, sir.
turrets here first of all. Those get priority.
Yes, sir.
Unit
And we lost one of these things already. That's really unfortunate.
Yes, sir.
No, don't shoot at that. Don't shoot at that. That's a terrible idea. That. Oh, God.
Affirmative.
'Cause that means that now the main Nod force is going to come after my mammoth tanks.
Unit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright. Well, at least we got ourselves another mammoth tank, which means we can now get into position.
Unit reporting. Affirmative. Moving out.
I don't actually want the mammoth tanks to do anything other than shoot at the one thing that I want them to shoot at, which is,
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
unfortunately, we already have to deal with this.
Moving out. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you shot at the harvester again, which means that we are already in dire straits.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No. Unit moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Well, there goes our tanks, because you...
Yes, sir.
No, not that.
No. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Well, there go... Yep.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, affirmative.
Alright, so they're probably going to attack us in full, or not, or maybe, I don't know. What we can do is, if we can just get this guy into position, there we go.
Our base is under
not let the APC get taken out.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Oh, we lost not just the APC, but all the other units too. That's...
Building.
Unit report. Yes, affirmative. Moving out. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Unit affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, moving out.
Our base is under attack.
Unit reporting. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Alright, now can we at least get ourselves another APC with some
Construction
engineers?
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Moving out. Yes,
Unit ready. Building.
sir. Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Vehicle reporting.
funds.
Affirmative. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Roger.
On hold. Cancelled. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Construction complete.
Moving out. Acknowledged. Unit moving out.
Alright, the good news is we can hopefully
Yes,
get
sir.
sneak in here without aggroing the enemy forces again.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Right away, sir.
Our
Reporting.
base is
Got
under
it.
attack. Nod building captured. Primary building selected. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Ready and wait.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Nod building captured.
Alright, so the plan is working
Unit
now.
ready. Our base is under attack. Building.
That is bad. That is really
Nod
bad.
building captured.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, moving out.
Building.
Ready
Building.
and wait away, sir.
Nod building captured.
Now we can just keep doing this,
Building.
Yeah, okay.
selling
Our
our...
base is under attack.
Yes,
Unit ready.
moving out.
Building.
Yes,
Unit ready. Unit lost.
yes,
Construction
moving out.
complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Moving
Unit
out.
lost. Nod building captured.
Reporting. Right away, sir.
Our base is under attack. Nod building captured.
Okay.
Alright, so can we... At,
Waiting for yes.
Unit ready.
Unit
Construction complete.
acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yeah, okay.
alrighty, so now that we've got...
Unit lost.
We lost ourselves the mammoth tank. That
Base
is
under attack.
horrible news.
Building. Structure sold. Construction complete. Building.
Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Well, at least we can actually just constantly milk
Building.
money off of the enemy, and that should work.
Unit ready. Construction complete.
Moving out. Yeah.
Building. Nod building captured.
Yeah.
Building.
Okay.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Roger.
Nod building captured.
Yeah.
Our base is under attack. Construction complete.
Comm center up and running.
Unit lost. New construction options. Building.
Ooh, we can actually build some more
Building.
engineers, get some more stuff going.
Unit
Ready and wait.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yeah.
Construction complete.
Reporting you. Got it.
Nod building captured. Unit ready.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Building. Building. Unit ready.
Good. Everything is going well.
Unit ready.
Just need another advanced power plant, and from there we can also start getting ourselves some advanced guard towers, which will be able to
Construction complete.
defend this corner, which is what I
Building.
need.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Nod building
Also, the fact that I'm
captured.
constantly looting their resources like this means that I'm also able to keep them from constantly
Construction
attacking me.
complete.
Okay, so they've
Building.
clearly run out of
Nod
resources.
building captured. Insufficient funds. On hold. Cancelled. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building. On hold. Cancelled.
I kind of actually want to sell this again, see how
Okay.
close we are to.
Okay. Okay.
He'll hopefully spawn a new one again, which means that we'll be able to actually get even more loot off of him. If he doesn't go through here, because that's a bit of a problem. I don't...
Yeah,
No,
okay.
don't do that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Actually, we kind of have no choice, so here they come. No, no, not my engineers. You...
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Well, at least we can
Building.
maybe get more loot from the engineer, or silo again.
Unit ready. Nod building.
That is a
captured.
yes, which means we can also build
Building.
our own second refinery now.
Construction complete.
Yes. Affirmative. Yes. Acknowledged. Yes. 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 Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Structure sold. Building.
Yes.
Unit ready.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Unit lost.
Oh, I might actually beat this guy only with civilians. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
We did it.
Reporting. Moving out.
Nod building captured.
That's a fair amount of resources from him.
Building. Unit.
So I do actually have a plan here, but first I need to get my advanced comm center built, which is going to cost a fair amount of power. And I don't quite have it, but I can get it.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Nod building captured.
Yeah. Okay.
I need another advanced power
Building.
plant first and foremost, but once that's done,
Repairing.
that's a problem.
Waiting order. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Construction complete. Building.
Vehicle reporting out. Unit reporting. Moving out.
Building.
Alright, so we can build another engineer.
Unit.
Yeah, this
ready.
little exploit is hilariously
Building
effective, though, I have to
captured.
say.
Yeah, okay.
We did get a little bit of resources, although not that much, but that time, but definitely enough to, I think, warrant doing that. And maybe getting a second
Building.
engineer.
Unit ready. Insufficient funds. Construction complete.
Good. Now we can start.
Ion cannon charging. New construction options.
I need one of you guys to spot the enemy Hand of Nod. Or no, the enemy Obelisk of Light.
Moving out.
Because that oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
Here they come again with the attacks.
Affirmative.
Nod building.
Which means that
captured.
surely they've got a decent amount of money.
Our base is under attack. Building.
Unit reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving
Alright, so at least we got that stopped again.
Building.
Now we can go start looking for their little...
Yeah, okay.
There we
Okay.
go.
Reporting. Right away, sir.
Nod building captured.
Yeah,
Building.
okay.
We're in a position now where we can actually start building enough
Building.
mammoth tanks to
Unit
make
ready.
sure that our base is,
Construction
that we can actually
complete.
do our little attack.
Roger.
Unit lost.
Okay, so obelisk located.
Construction
We
complete.
also have our advanced guard tower replacement
Building.
ready, which is excellent news.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Nod building captured. Building.
Yeah.
My plan's going to be as such. I'm actually going to get as many engineers as
Building.
possible into the base.
Unit ready.
We're going to try to, as soon as the
Moving out.
obelisk of light is there,
Construction complete. Building.
Our objective is going to be to try to force.
Nod building.
That didn't work out as
captured.
expected, so that's unfortunate.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Nope, fall back, fall back, fall back. Do
Acknowledged.
not get out of the way, get out of the way, because the obelisk of light is there.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Okay, so obviously that's not. I can't destroy that. It
Unit
looks like they are, however, finally starting to run low on resources.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Moving out. Affirmative.
However, they are spamming me with a lot of vehicles right now, so I think something is about to go down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes,
Our
sir.
base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Yes, moving out. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Ion cannon ready.
Not again.
Reporting. Moving out. Yes,
Repairing.
yes, sir.
Our base is under attack.
Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes,
Unit
yes,
lost.
sir.
You had to kill my darn mammoth tank again, didn't you?
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
You know what?
Select target.
Take that.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir.
Ion cannon charging.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Moving out.
Nod building captured.
Unit reporting.
Construction complete.
Vehicle reporting out. Yes, sir.
Structure
Yeah.
solid.
Okay.
Building.
Alright, so we clearly need another guard
Primary
tower.
building selected. Building.
While we're at it, we're also going to want an
Construction
additional
complete.
couple engineers.
Building. Insufficient funds. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
On
Moving out.
hold.
Vehicle reporting.
Cancelled. On hold. Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's not going to fly.
Repairing.
Waiting on. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Building.
Vehicle
Another
reporting.
attack getting
Moving out.
scheduled, huh? Okay.
Waiting on. Moving out.
Nod building captured.
Yeah.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Unit ready. Building.
That should be enough to...
Waiting order. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
There we go. I'll just move one of you up here.
Reporting. Moving out.
Nod building captured. Insufficient
Yeah.
funds.
Okay.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Well, we have four mammoth tanks having to guard that, so I hope they're satisfied with themselves on that front.
Building.
Yes, sir.
But now we should have... ooh,
Unit ready. Building. On hold.
Yes, sir.
Cancelled.
Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
Ion cannon ready.
Moving out.
Select target. Ion cannon
Yes,
charging.
acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out. Ready and waiting. We, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit
We, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out.
Nod building captured.
Yes, sir. Roger.
New construction.
Waiting
on
on. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Roger.
Nod building captured.
Yes, sir.
New
Moving out.
construction options.
Alright, so we'll place a sandbag or something over essentially where... There we go. So they can't actually build anything there.
Building.
That gives us a good opportunity to start
Construction complete.
placing sandbags here and here, so they can't even get that taken care of.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Good.
Building.
Get some of these engineers up and running.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Nod building captured. Building.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Roger.
Building. Insufficient funds. Construction complete. Nod building captured. Building. Construction complete.
Yes. Affirmative.
Oh,
Yes. Acknowledged.
okay, so they are crushing.
Yes,
Ooh,
sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Moving out.
good news is we can at least keep the rest of this bit. Ooh,
Acknowledged.
we can actually destroy this real quick.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
But now they're not even able to defend themselves against more attacks, which means that we are now in a position to, it looks like, wipe out what's left of them.
Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Ion cannon ready.
Moving out.
There we go. Fortunately, we need more Tiberium than that.
Unit moving out. Moving out.
I
Affirmative.
do believe there's another deposit somewhere around here.
Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
And the turret does actually
Our
regenerate
base
because
is under attack.
so they are actually able to attack us still, looks like.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
But the good news is we can now actually get some more
Affirmative. Vehicle
Tiberium,
reporting
which
out.
is always good news.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Alright.
Moving out. Unit reporting.
So we're in a good spot right now. We can at least
Awaiting order.
get some more Tiberium mined, and that should allow us to get our economy where it needs to be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Problem solved.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Unit reporting.
Our base is
Unit
under attack.
acknowledged. Acknowledged. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Actually, we're in a spot now where we can even consider capturing this, which will force them to.
Building. Insufficient funds. Unit ready.
Good.
Waiting order.
We'll let them fully heal it so we can then capture that.
Nod building captured. Nuclear weapon launched.
Ouch.
Our base is under attack.
Right away, sir. Yes, sir.
Nuclear warhead deployed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. You got it. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Nod building captured.
Moving out. Affirmative. Reporting.
Our base is under attack. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Waiting. Yes, sir.
Unit
Just
ready.
have this guy dealt with. There we go. Oh dear, that's a problem.
Our base is under attack.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
It looks like they're trying to actually go after this, which could be a big issue. Nope, they're running straight back down there. Okay.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Moving out. Acknowledged.
There we go.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Now we can actually even,
Moving out.
now that we've gotten that settled, we can even start taking out what's left of this area over here where there is a nod
Affirmative.
MCV or construction yard along with an advanced power plant and some turrets. But the main thing to focus on is, of course, the turret, the MCV or construction yard, sorry. They've sold that. They've sold that, so they must be genuinely out of money now.
Moving out. Yes. Yes. Moving out. Yes. Vehicle moving out. Acknowledged. Unit. Yes. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out.
Alright, so now that we've gotten that all dealt with,
Yes, sir.
got
Acknowledged.
just one more building to deal with, and all we have to do is actually find the last obelisk of light, and then start getting our rest of our army in. Because there is an obelisk of light around here that we should, once we find.
Unit ready.
Okay, we found it.
Unit lost.
We should be able to just delete
Select
it,
target.
and the rest of the nod basically just easy to pick off.
Waiting for acknowledged. 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 Yes. Yes. Perfect. Yes. Moving out.
Alright,
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Perfect. Moving out. Yes.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
so now they are in a spot where they just cannot win anymore.
Acknowledged. Yes. Yes. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
They are getting a lot of men out, but once I take out that hand of nod, they're not going to be able to send me any more troops, and we've just about got to it.
Yes. Unit.
Just need to focus on taking that out.
Acknowledged. Yes. Unit reporting. Moving out.
Good.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes,
I'll actually send these guys out back to capture that. You go deal with that.
ready and waiting.
I'll have you guys on standby for now.
Reporting.
And you guys can go deal with this. But now, it should be... Oh, we can even start capping
Primary building.
some more of these silos to get us even more resources. So that
Unit
should be fun.
ready.
They still have a harvester and a refinery,
Nod
which is...
building captured.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Unit ready. Nod building captured.
Yeah, okay.
Vehicle reporting.
Alright,
Affirmative.
now we are in the end game. All we have to do is just get one more engineer.
Building.
Ready and waiting. Got it.
Unit
Waiting. Yes,
ready.
sir.
There we go.
Reporting. Roger.
Nod building
Yeah, okay.
captured.
Okay.
Our base is under attack.
Waiting order.
Once we get the ion cannon charged again, we'll be able to just start wrecking what's left. And then we'll be able to eat... Ooh, okay, so that's been captured. So all we need to really do... Wait a sec. It looks like they are out of power, it looks like.
Ion cannon ready.
Which means I could even, instead of focusing on that, I could just take out their power plants.
Moving out.
And no, they still have power.
Moving out.
Unit lost.
That was a huge mistake.
Unit acknowledged. Yes. Reporting. Moving out.
Now it looks like they might be out of power, though, proper.
Yes. Moving out.
Nope, they are not.
Unit lost. Ion
Unit,
cannon
yes, sir.
charging.
Alright, well, I'm going to just destroy that,
Vehicle reporting.
then that. And we actually have a little achievement for destroying the Temple of Nob with an ion blast, so we will actually do it that way.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledged. Reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Got it. What do we serve? Waiting.
Airstrike ready. Our base
Oh, so we
is
even
under attack.
got airstrikes. That's amusing.
Guard building captured.
Not that that's going to make that much of a difference at this point. So, okay, so we have, what, 5 minutes left? Or no, not even that. So I'll just go ahead and wait here
Moving out.
till we've got...
Yes, sir.
This is going to cause another nuke to be dropped when we do this, but that's fine because I've pretty much beaten the mission now. Just going to get another
Building.
MCV just to be safe, though.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Problem solved.
Yeah, okay, okay.
I'd say this mission is just about done. We've got
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Vehicle
the MCV built.
acknowledged.
And what do we have left? Maybe, what? It looks like I've got maybe
Affirmative.
a minute and a half left, so I'll just get my tanks into position.
Acknowledged.
But once I get it down to, say, yellow health, I'll then, or maybe even red health, actually.
Moving out.
I'll actually see if I can do this with a single mammoth tank, just enough to cause it
Reporting.
to, essentially,
Unit acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I just need enough to actually get the damage down low enough so the ion cannon finishes it off, that's all. There's actually a different cutscene that plays whether you do it with the ion cannon or just destroy it the good old-fashioned way.
Nuclear weapon launched.
So the nuke did launch. It did destroy our construction yard, which is unfortunate.
Warhead approaching.
Waiting for affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
So we clearly need at least 2 tanks. That's fine.
Select target.
It's in yellow. One more.
Ion
There we go.
charging.
Vehicle reporting.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
And there we go. So yeah, it should give us a different cutscene now that we destroyed the Temple of Nod that way.
We've taken serious. The temple's been blown all to hell. We need to get out of here before. Sir, topside has suffered significant damage. Structural integrity has been compromised. I estimate GDI will have access to this command center in approximately 20 minutes.
Alright, so let's just make sure that this is how the cutscene is supposed to go. Yep. Alright, so that was a lengthier mission, but you know what? We got it done. Cool. Now there should be some ending cutscene that plays. We'll go ahead and jump right over to that.
Spokesmen have confirmed that massive destruction to the alleged Sarajevo headquarters of the world terrorist organization known as the Brotherhood of Nod was the direct result of an orbiting satellite weapon described by officials as an ion cannon. Destruction of the site ended a 3-day siege, which saw GDI and Nod forces engaged in mortal combat. Eyewitnesses and survivors report that the skirmish may have continued for weeks had it not been for the awesome offensive power of the satellite-based air-to-land cannon. Quoting from a prepared statement issued earlier today, UN Secretary of Defense Dr. Charles Olivetti confirmed that heavy casualties were sustained by Nod forces. However, the use of the Star Wars technology cut GDI and civilian losses to, quote, technically acceptable levels, unquote. Contradicting earlier UN Security Council denials, Dr. Olivetti confirmed that the ion cannon has, in fact, been under development for several years. Discovery and destruction of the Nod Command Center ends more than 3 years of continued escalating violence.
I love how the cutscene actually changes depending on whether or not you're using the ion cannon to destroy the Temple of Nod or not. Now, if you use the ion cannon to destroy anything else, the cutscene is actually different. What I'm saying is, if you use the ion cannon to destroy anything but the Temple of Nod, the cutscene will still play out different as though you had not used it. But anyways, that's the end of Command & Conquer, at least when it comes to the GDI campaign, and at least this version of the GDI campaign's final mission. I do have there are other versions, and I will of course plan on making videos covering those as well, but the same overall goal, of course, still applies. So I do want to see if the ending credits do anything interesting or unique here. Maybe tease, say, a sequel or something. But yeah, this was a fun game to play. Of course, it's an absolute classic. A bit of a challenging classic at times, but I will say this, missions 12, 13, and 14 were actually a little bit easier than some of the earlier missions, believe it or not, but so is that the end there, or? Yes, it is. Alright, so this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.